Hello. I have a question. Why are female nipples sexualized? Especially on social media. I'm not saying to go around and flaunt them. And I'm not saying it should be right or anything in that sense. I'm just curious as to why the female nipple is sexualized. A man can go around topless. It's normal. They get stares and looks and whatever too. If someone else finds their body attractive, they will get the same reaction as a female would. It goes both ways. But if a female went around topless without flaunting it, without drawing attention, and they just went about their business just as normal, whatever, but they were topless, guaranteed they would get looks and stares. And I guess it's because it's been so ingrained that it's a sexual part, but so is the man's chest, front, abdomen, whatever. So I don't get it. I'm not one of those people that are like, free the nipple. Like, that's not, I just don't get why the female nipple is so much more sexualized than the male. And I know, like, if you give women the opportunity, and it is, I'm not sure if it's legal in all parts of Canada, but definitely some areas, it is legal for a woman to go topless. However, given the opportunity, most women won't, because they're not comfortable with it. Which I understand. We've been taught our whole lives that that is a sexual, private area, whatever, like, it's a no-go zone, only in private type of thing. But then I don't get why it's so much less for the men, for the guys. It is still a sexualized part, very much. And all of the above, but it's not to the same extent as women. Because they do go around topless quite often. And they're comfortable with it. Maybe it's just a comfort thing in general for women, some women, whatever, that their breasts are too big, or it's just, for whatever reason, it's comfort in general to have them covered or supported or whatever, and that's why they choose to wear stuff. That could be too. I'm genuinely curious. But also, I wanted to talk about breastfeeding, normalizing it, because I recently saw a post on Instagram that there was a post, a photo of a woman breastfeeding her child, and she wasn't being flaunting about it, she wasn't being dramatic, she had her shirt up so her whole breast was exposed, but it wasn't in a like, it's there kind of way. It was just convenient. She had her kid in a comfortable position, you know? And the post was basically about normalizing breastfeeding, and I totally agree, and it should be. I'm not sure why it's not normalized now. Why women get told to cover up when they're doing it. Why they get looks and stares. I mean, I expect it from men, and women too, maybe, if they appreciate the view. But I'm talking about the nasty stares, the judging stares. And I don't get why. The breast is literally being used for what it was made for. To feed a child. A baby. And yet, we get judged for it. I just said, don't know why. Maybe other women are self-conscious about their own body, or maybe they just don't want to see other people's breasts, but then it's their body though. And I'm definitely not saying that to breastfeed you have to be all flaunting it and making a big production, because that's totally not necessary. But like I said, you can do it in a comfortable, peaceful, natural way and still have things fully or partially exposed, and that should be okay. My opinion. Also, so I have, I don't know, a condition? I don't know what you call it. Inverted nipples, anyway, which is when the actual nipple is inside the breast. So it's not pointing out. But that's what I have. So I tried to breastfeed my kid when he was newborn. And I used a nipple guard as well to try and coax it out, I guess. It didn't really work. I tried. But, yeah, the little bit I did try, in public anyway, because, you know, you can't control when your kid needs to feed, I got stares, and it was judgment stares. Not once did I get a pleasant or decent comment or look. Any attention that I got at all that I noticed was negative. Yeah. And I mean, in the moment you don't care. You're just focused on feeding your kid. But when you realize afterwards, after the lashes happened, or after the whole thing, and you look up or whatever, or, you know, and you notice people staring and looking, but it's not nice, that's when it starts to bother you a little bit. I mean, some people can brush it off and it's whatever for them, but some else can't do it. Some people can't do that well. And, totally off topic of the whole normalizing breastfeeding, but along the same lines, is bottle feeding. If for whatever reason the mother decides or just can't breastfeed, obviously you have to bottle feed. And that faces so much judgment. And I don't know why. Before I got pregnant, I saw it a lot too, where women would get judgment for it, for using a bottle. They'd get comments like, why aren't you breastfeeding, or what's wrong with you, or what's in the bottle, you know? And then when I discovered that breastfeeding wasn't going to work out for me, I had to switch to the bottle, And I got the same comments and the same looks. So, I mean, you just brush it off afterwards, but it's just not nice. And I don't know why it's still happening. It's such a natural thing. It's still being looked down upon. Yeah, anyway, that was it. See you.